Evening.
Good evening. What's the status of Baker this evening?
Right now he has a shoulder sprain. He'll get an MRI tomorrow.
What'd you see from Teddy tonight, Coach?
He knows what to do. Obviously, we got to protect him a lot better. Not the ideal situation to be in when they got a big lead and they got their ears pinned back every play, but, he performed well under pressure.
Baker aggravate the injury on that final play of the first half?
Thought he heard it earlier. He said he was fine. He went back and he re-aggravated on the last play.
What might be the ramifications if Baker is out for some time?
Well, Teddy will play if he's out for some time. Obviously, we'll bring up Connor from behind and we'll go from there. Very confident in what Teddy can do. With a full week of practice, taking every snap and every play, we think he'll be fine.
You choose to keep Chris Godwin out for most of the second half, considering how the game was going?
Well, he's on a play count. We had him on a certain play count for the first week, and we kind of got that accomplished.
Looking back towards the Patriots and Bills games, you mentioned that fundamental football and doing the little things and execution in that area needed to improve. Looking at tonight, did you see more of the same happening there, and what could go forward to fixing that?
I saw a lot of guys get better. I saw some things we can do better. It's not everybody. It happens to be a guy here and a guy there, and it ends up being the same thing. Obviously, the big plays on defense, the 3 or 4 plays, the pick 6 when the ball bounces off and gets that and taking that. Once you get off to a slow start that way against a team like that, they're great within their own right, obviously. So hard to play catch up in that aspect.
The running game a silver lining? After a good week last week, they got over 100 again this week.
I don't know if it's a silver lining. It's something that we should be doing, and it's our bell cow, but we got to throw it better as well, and we got to play defense and special teams as well. So, we got everything ahead of us. We're pissed off. We got a bad taste in our mouth the last 2 weeks, and we should be. We come home with a 3-game homestand. Everything we need to do is right in front of us, but we got a lot of work to do.
You knew the Rams were a really good team. What did they do that made it difficult for your team to handle?
Well, they just executed, and they executed. From the play calling to the quarterback to the receivers to the offensive line to the defensive front and the secondary, they out-executed us and they outplayed us.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Let's go.